want to just say a couple of things. Jen, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for throwing this assist. Um, we're gonna do our thing. She did a lot of groundwork in regards to this. So did Metaclean Rupert, everybody associated with Loose Production and things like that, and getting all this stuff started and kicked off. So I want to say thank you guys, and I greatly appreciate you guys. Secondly, I want to say thank you to everybody that came through and showed support and love for the show last week. I had Habador and Waffle Cop to come through, and hopefully they share some information that a lot of you guys had questions about regarding monetization, what's the ins and outs, and trying to, you know what I'm saying, make this a full-time gig and things like that. So I hope the information was worthwhile, and I hope you guys got a lot of got a lot of from the show. Before we introduce this phenomenal guest I have over here to my left. You know how yo, we about to lose our minds over here. I can't wait for this. So before I start this thing off, man, you know how I like to do. I like to talk about a couple of things that's related to real life. Shout out to USA basketball team for doing their thing against Sudan today. I don't know if you know my NBA heads out here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the NBA. Tatum finally got him some playing time. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't got to be gassed up and mad all day. And B ain't getting none, but hey, whatever. That's whatever. Real quick though, I want to talk about something. Oh, okay. Before we get to that, shout out to the women's gymnastic team as well. They got gold, you know what I'm saying, for all my gymnasts out there who've been watching. We still down gold medals. Japan kicking our ass right now in gold medals.
We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
I'm just saying, Japan whooping our ass in gold medals right now. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep, you know what I'm saying, doing our thing. I want to speak on one particular sport that they got in there. Yo, we're not doing good at all in that 3-on-3 basketball thing, man. Is anybody paying attention to that? First of all, I don't know how 3-on-3 basketball is an event and you ain't got nobody from the NBA in there. Like, can we get some G League or some OTE cats up in there or something? Now, hold on. Where the camera at? Come here, camera. Camera. I saw who y'all got playing in the 3-on-3. I know why we losing. All right? And that's all I'm going to say. All right? Yeah, we're gonna leave that at that.
Come on, man. We throwing shots. That's not. Come on, man.
Yo, we 0-4 in the 3-on-3.
That's the show, so I'm not gonna say nothing.
My guy, thank you.
I ain't saying shit. Just speak your truth.
We 0-4 right now in the 3-on-3 basketball joint. Anybody know the rules to this? Like anybody? Yo, I don't know the rules. I don't know if they can take the ball back. Yo, whatever. We getting our ass whooped in that 3-on-3 stuff. So we need to find some better players. But yeah, it is what it is. Now, yo, now that I got that out the way. What up, Jen?
Breakdancing, August, I think 8th and 9th, Olympics.
Oh, for real?
Yep.
You for real?
Yes.
Breakdancing is now a USA event now?
Nah, for real?
Y'all,
I didn't know that.
Me neither.
Okay. What's up, y'all?
What up, Brett?
What's good? What's up, homie? Good to see you as always, Burden.
What's up, Brett?
What's up, C's? It's an honor to meet you, sir. It's a pleasure being here with you.
Likewise, love. Appreciate you too.
Thank you. Yeah, so this is the first year that breakdancing is being admitted to the Olympics, which is obviously a very big deal in terms of the culture and what that's going to mean in terms of global recognition. So it is going to be kicking off this year. Jen shared an awesome fact with me. If you can come over here and say that fact about breakdancing and you know how many years it's been around. It's what anniversary is it this year? Go ahead.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Shit. Yes, it's 51 years.
Sorry. But
things like that. And I actually formulated them to create a blueprint for how I wanted to live my life. And I'm here today. So, I mean, hey, it wasn't all bad. So, I really do appreciate you, man, for coming through.
Thank you, bro.
And spend some time.
This is dog. I'm humble and I appreciate that. You know, I didn't think I meant that much to to the community or to that world that we come from. But on the strength of Biggie, everything he
Word.
did changed my life and shaped me to be here when he's
Yeah.
not even here. So, just to be here to rep that, thank you for saying that. You know what I mean? Thank you
100%.
for, showing me love like that. So that's why
doubt.
I'm here. I'm here to show like what he showed me how to show love and spread love the Brooklyn way. All I'm doing is extending that shit. That's it.
Okay, now we know he's from Brooklyn, so here we go. All the confetti for the Brooklyn. Here we go. Go ahead, Jen.
No, it just.
You know what I'm saying?
Every time Brooklyn, she gonna
But
throw her hands
that's the
up.
borough of hip hop. It's not even Brooklyn. It's just hip hop. Hip hop is all over the world. The culture is all over the world. Is in the meta world. So
No doubt. Now, so this is the thing. So this is the thing with this guy. Now, this is what I didn't know. Because I want to get into how you selected. Before we get there, I want to talk about your upbringing before you became Little C's. But in doing research, I found out that this man, his birthday is the day before mine. He's August 21st. I mean, he's August 20th. Mine is August 21st. Yeah, I was like, ain't this some shit?
Right.
So
and look where we at right now in the meta world.
Ain't that
bonding.
something? Ain't that
Yeah,
something? So here we go.
bonding.
So you a Leo. So shout out to all the Leos in the
Yeah, to the heart. Yes.
all the Leos in there. So here
We
we
are
go.
lions, man. We are lions. We are jungle babies. Yeah.
So okay, so are you a Leo with Virgo tendencies or you all
Hell
Leo?
no. Don't insult me like that. I'm a Leo. No disrespect to the Virgos. Whoever's a Virgo in here, I have no Virgo tendencies. I'm a straight Leo. I'm a lion baby.
Word,
I'm straight out
okay.
the jungle, dog. No disrespect. I'm a lion.
I ain't mad at it. I
love every minute of it.
Shout out to all my Leos in the building. So
shout out
here
to
we
all
go.
the Leos in the house. Today is my nephew's birthday. One of my
Word.
nephews, he just turned 21 today. His name is Ethan Edwards. And he don't have a headset, but I'm sure some of my friends I've been putting on since I've been on here for like 7 days. I've been putting on so many people to the meta world. They're probably on their phones right now. They can't move like us and talk like us and see it like us, but they're here.
Word.
But happy birthday to my nephew, Ethan Edwards, man. He just turned 21 today. He's a primetime basketball player at Brandeis in Massachusetts. Okay. He doing his thing, and that's my buddy. So happy birthday to my nephew.
Word.
Yeah,
all right, so
family,
man, let's jump into this, sir.
Sure.
We know your biological name is James Lloyd. We get that. But Little C's. So how did you come up with this name in regards to how you were going to carry yourself within music?
Before I knew I was going to be a rapper, when Big gave us the name, because he gave us the name Junior Mafia. So once he gave us the name, he said we were Junior Mafia. We all just went and went to the library. Back in the day, you used to go to the library, and we went and got books, and we read about like mafia stories and mafia, characters. And it was a character in one of the magazines that was Little Caesar. He was like 5'4", and he wasn't the aggressive guy in the group. He was like more like the cool guy that controlled clubs and parties and women and that type of stuff. And that more fitted my criteria, and that's what I went with out the group. And when I presented that name to Big, he didn't even say he liked it or he didn't. He just kept calling me that after that. So I figured he was like, all right.
Well, I had to do my research. So in addition to Little C's, we got Caesar Leo, Caesar Alamo, and Little Caesar.
Wait. Nah.
Right. Hey.
No, Alamo just came from the whole little situation with the Rich Homie Quan show.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Caesar Leo became another name because I'm a Leo. So
yeah.
Somebody else that was around us started calling me Caesar Leo. It went from Little C's. It went from Little Caesar to Little C's and to Caesar Leo. So it kind of just kept going just from, once you start to get your feet wet in the game and people start to realize you and recognize you and you be around the same people all the time, they start to create different names. Like Biggie came in as like Biggie Smalls, right? Then he went from Notorious B.I.G., right? Then he went from Big Papa. Then he went from Frank White. He had all these different names. You know what I mean? So it kind of went like that with the crew after that. Like once you started to get into the surface and the platform, and people start creating other little identities for you just to travel. You know what I'm saying? And
no doubt.
Yeah. So
all right. So before
kind of where I landed at.
So before Little C's came to be, what was James Lloyd doing with his life?
Trying to figure out life. Young. I was a kid before rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was, before music, I was the average kid. Going to school and hanging out with my friends, cutting school, and trying to figure out things. And then once I got to a certain age in my life where I became a teenager, like 12, 13, and I started to dip and dab into them neighborhoods that was around me. Big was around there. He was already 16, 17, creating his platform, his environment. And, once I got old enough to realize what was going on, he seen where I was heading at. And he grabbed me up, and rap became my world when it became his. Basically,
here we go.
I didn't try to be a rapper. That's not my thing. I love the music. I love the culture. When I was a kid, because that's all we had outside of basketball and your family. All you had was listening to music. You know what I'm saying? You would go pack bags to buy batteries if you had a radio in your house. You know what I'm saying? Just to bring your radio outside in front of your stoop. You know what I'm saying? If anybody been in Brooklyn, you know what the stoops are about. You bring it in front of your house, and that meant something to you back in them days. That you had battery money to actually sit the radio outside, and especially if you had a grill, you could bring your grill outside, and you had the food stamps to actually go buy burgers and hot dogs and we had and come and feed your neighborhood and your peoples that live next door to you up the block from you. They can all come downstairs and eat. And we was listening to all type music was like our peace. And that's kind of like how I, that was my birth to music. But then, it was a blessing for me to actually grow up around a block away from arguably one of the best rappers ever in rap. I didn't think that would never happen in life. You know what I'm saying? It's still a dream to me at 46 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. So you said Big snatched you up and and took you under his wing, so to speak. At what age was this?
I say about like I got kicked out of school my 9th grade before Christmas, and I didn't get skipped. I started school late, so I didn't get left back. I started school late, so when I supposed to went to 9th grade, I think that was like 13. So I went like around 14, and I left school my first year in high school, and I was on the road with him. So when he came out, I was like 14 years old or heading to 15 in August, and my life never looked back since then. And I signed my first record deal when I was like 15, 16 years old with Junior Mafia.
Word. All right, so every MC has a process in which they approach, music and writing verses and things like that. So, what was your process? Was it how you do it? You let the music play first and then you write to it, or you had everything already written before you had the beat? Like, what was your process? How did you approach it?
Well, for me, I started writing rhymes late because I started writing rhymes after Biggie passed. Because Biggie wrote all them rhymes for me before that. Players Anthem and the Get Money remix song. He wrote all those rhymes for me because I was a very good entertainer because I traveled and I did hype man work and did stuff for him already. He was like this little young kid. He got it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like a Bow Wow to Jermaine Dupri in this era. Back then.
Right. Gotcha.
That's how all of them got birthed. All that little LIL. Yeah, all those names got birthed by me and Lil Kim. I don't mean to take those props, but that's
take
the
that. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear it? Yes, it originated
nobody never
somewhere.
spelled their name with LILs in their names until me and Lil Kim came out. Because it was a Lil, it wasn't Little. It was that first, and then we kind of rearranged it. But I started rapping after Biggie passed, and all he taught me was rhythm, being melodic, being metaphoric, all the things I was scared to try to rap to in front of him.
Yeah.
I actually had that energy after he left. And I just put it all together. You know, he's always say like, don't try to compete with me and don't try to be as good as me. Just be as good as you. And just study these formats of it. Just have a rhythm, have a flow. It ain't about what you say, it's how you say it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I started writing rhymes when I did my first album in 1999. That's the first time I had to write a rhyme because I didn't want to pay nobody to write my songs because Big would have did it for free for me.
I mean, that's a hell of a ghostwriter. Shit.
He was. He was super dope because he actually wrote for me. He wrote for women. He wrote for Puff. He wrote for That's why he never put out that many albums because he was also writing for other people. So that's why he didn't get a chance to have a catalog because he was doing all these other albums and he did that all before he was 25 years old. He didn't even live to be 25. So
that's wild.
He was like a super genius. And you know, I don't think my brother get a lot of props for that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm still here to let people know that.
100%.
And I will always let people know that. I'm very biased to my boy. And I'm not even biased. I'm just very real about him.
Word. No, as you should be. As you should be.
Yeah,
so, like, okay, so, I mean, if you don't mind expanding on the friendship you and him had, like, you guys were literally like best friends.
Yeah.
Or brothers.
I was more like I was his first child. Before his kids, I was the first one he birthed. I've been with him since I was 12, 11 years old.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like that type of thing. And, you know, I'm the uncle to the kids. You know, because he birthed me into that. And I don't know why. I was too young to realize what I was getting into, what he was teaching me, what he was doing. But he definitely was saving my life. That's the first thing he was doing. He was taking me out of a bad environment. And maybe I was the only reachable one out of all my crew members. But he saw something in me and he grabbed me and he saved me. And I'm here to talk to you about it right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what he did for me.
And that was going to be my next question. So Junior Mafia was created. So is it safe to say Junior Mafia was created around you and Little Kim? Because Little Kim, if I'm not mistaken, came in later.
Nah, she was around the whole time. It was just a crew thing. All of us grew up with each other. Like, you know, we wasn't a rap group. We was really just friends that grew up with each other. Every member in my group, I know before rap. You know what I'm saying? Like Nino Brown, you know, R.I.P. Chico Del Vecchio. I lost 2 members of my group within some years. R.I.P. to Bristol. Like, no, we all grew up with each other. We didn't grow through rap. We grew through family and friendship and brotherhood. Rap just kind of just made us more bond and just, you know why we bonded? Because we was making a legit life with each other. We was all like making money to bring that money home to our mothers and to our nieces, and to our nephews and to our aunties and uncles. We bring happiness to our neighborhood. When we get in our neighborhoods, we pulling cars up over there, pulling the source truck is coming over there, like Source Magazine, Vibe Magazine. People was coming to our neighborhood because of what Big brung to that neighborhood. And you know what he was doing? He was grabbing the youngins out there. Like, yo, this ain't you. I'm gonna write you some raps. If you don't want to rap, and if you did rap, I got a platform for you. And if you're serious, you come back and see me.
Word.
You know what I mean? He was really just taking us out of our environment that we were stuck in and putting us into a whole different environment. You know what I mean? We getting to go to a video shoot and see Spitcat and see Mary J. Blige and see Puff and see Jodeci, Heavy D. You know, we 15, 14 years old. I'm sitting there talking to Heavy D like, yo, hey, yo, it's a big star to me. I'm like, yo, yo, I'm talking to Heavy D right now, 15 years old. Like,
right.
So that stuff kind of sparked that stuff in us to make us see that it was actually something different out there than what we just grew up around. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why he's very important to us.
Yes, sir.
That's why he's very important to the Brooklyn culture, to New York culture, alone, to hip hop culture.
Even now.
Okay, right.
Even
you know
now.
what I'm saying? To pass away before 25 years old and be arguably one of the best rappers in the world.
And still not.
It's a big deal.
I'm cool with that. He's my best rapper in the world.
Word.
Outside of anybody today, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, he's my favorite rapper. And I'm not being biased. And I'm not, lyrically, nobody could fuck with my nigga. Point blank, period. I don't think nobody did what he did.
You won't hear an argument here.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
I stand
So-
on that.
So Junior Mafia, for those who may not know, Mafia is an acronym for something. You care to share with the people what that acronym is?
You know what it is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me the
I
first
do,
one. I'll tell you the
But
other
I
one.
ain't, but I ain't got it. I don't have it memorized. I just know damn well it's an acronym. When I saw it, I said, shit, I didn't never know that.
Yeah, Junior Mafia stands for Masters That Find an Intelligent Attitude.
Mm. So
And
you
then
said there's two.
Yeah, then it's Money, Fame, Endo, Ass. That was the
That was
ghetto
the
version.
We gonna go with the first one.
The first one was special, but that's how we got taught. That's how we got raised.
Yeah.
Masters That Find an Intelligent Attitudes is like find your vibe, find your energy. And that attitude would attract. You know what I'm saying? So us being young, we got a chance to realize who was who. Your attitude and your vibe is everything, you know.
Facts.
And that's how we were raised. And so when we found out that's what it was, we had to live by that. You know,
Yes.
It wasn't forced by it, but it was a message. You know what I'm saying? We was, I was just happy to grow up around older people around me that kind of just taught us and like gave us the right, knowledge and right path to think about other things besides what you thought was cool as a youngin'. You know what I'm saying? Everybody around me was 5, 6 years, 7 years older than me. So we all was raised a little older than we supposed to be. And that's how we got that from that,
Word.
And they made us live by that too. Like our OGs, they made us live by that. They made us stand on that too.
Yeah.
We were very disciplined.
I love it. I love it. So I mean, you had a whole clique. You had a whole clique with you, man. Junior Mafia was a whole family. But for some reason, yourself and Little Kim stood out. Like, why was that by design, or like what was it? Because I'm sure. I mean, you had a whole crew of people that could spit within the crew. What was it about you two that brought you guys to the forefront more so than anybody else within the group?
Well, it's not about me. If people ever realize, if any real Junior Mafia fans or Biggie fans, if you heard the Junior Mafia album, I was only on 2 songs.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that too, because I wasn't
all over the album, so I don't.
Because that what's it? Take You Home. That Take You Home.
I was only
joint.
on Realms of Junior Mafia, and I was only on Players Anthem.
Yeah.
Only 2 records I was ever on the Junior Mafia album, but I was on the Get Money remix.
Yep.
And then when Kim album came out, I was on Big Mama Thing, Killers Be Quiet, My Niggas Bring the Riots, and I was on Crush on You. So
yeah, that was the
because I was just like placement, but all the other artists in my group, they were rappers. They was real artists. They Klepto, Trife, Lost. And shout out to all my Junior Mafia brothers, Nino Brown, Cheek Delvet, Capone, Bugsy. A lot of them wasn't rappers. Big didn't sign rappers. He just put his family in a position to make money.
Right.
And to instead of busting down his checks, he gonna create a platform for you to get your own checks. And you can take care of your own kids and your own brothers, your own sisters. But a lot of us wasn't artists, but the ones that was artists, they made their platform. But Kim was just the only girl. And at that time, it was very rare for females to be in a whole dominated male, male platform. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only time where you really, the only one that was kind of like being in the group was like Lady of Rage and Death Row, and Foxy with the Firm came out after us. You know what I'm saying? That was something that Nas did after we did it. Type of thing. Like, but Big was already creating that platform. No disrespect, Nas. That's one of my big brothers. That's one of the legends, the greats, and the Firm as a group. You know what I'm saying? But no, Big was already ahead of his time, creating a whole different energy, a different type of frequency. He was just on something different. You know what I'm saying? And Kim she just sparked out of that shit, because she just had that shit. She was doing something different that female artist wasn't doing at that time. And and she was part of something that was just a bigger thing, not to take away from what no other artist was doing from that, but she did her homework. She learned from the Latifahs and the MC Lights and the people that was before her, the Sweet Teas and, Nikki D's. Like, Kim was very educated on music, just like we was. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just homework. Do your homework. You want to pass the test. Plain and simple.
100%. Can't hey,
Experience the best
100%.
teacher, right?
You already know.
How would you learn what bad is if you ain't see bad? That's how you be good, right? We have to learn from somebody else. Somebody else's eye experience of what not to be or what to do or what to carry on. So if you ain't never did no foul shit, I wouldn't know what foul is. You know what I'm saying? So I get to learn from your experience and your lifestyle and your traumas and your tribulations of how you grew. It's gonna make me know what to do and what to do. I'm gonna pick up what you did good, and I'm gonna take away from everything you did I thought wasn't good. You know, we all experience of all our life, every last one of us. That's why I'm sitting here in the meta world, because somebody experience brought me here. If that makes sense to anybody.
100%. 100%. So I did, and doing the research and looking at a lot of videos and stuff like that. The Take You Home joint with Aaliyah, right? You weren't on that joint. You weren't, like you said, you were only on 2 particular joints with Junior Mafia. But I'm watching you all over the video. Running around,
chasing me around.
Yeah.
Because that was my identity. You know,
that's what I'm about to ask. So I'm like, okay, he's the playful one of the group. Like, was that you, like the pretty boy guy, ladies man type? Was that you?
Yeah, definitely. Hell yeah, without question. I mean, because I let me tell you, I had a head start, you know, because I did it with Big before we came out. So I did the whole Ready to Die promo tour. I did the whole Ready to Die tour, you know. So that's why my career started earlier than my original Junior Mafia career, because I was doing everything with him. You know, I was kind of he was just schooling me, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, all right, young and get it. He know what's up. And, you know, and I was just doing that. So, yeah, I became that. I ain't have to be on songs. I have to be on that. I was a character. I knew how to act. I knew how to talk. I knew how to be around people. I knew how to carry myself. You know what I'm saying? I was already spoon fed. You know, they was feeding me the right things. You know, not no street shit. They were just feeding me like, yo, he got it. If you really just get this nigga some raps, he could really take over the world type of shit. And and I wanted to do that. Once they started feeding me that energy, it amped me up. It made me feel good. It boosted my adrenaline. You know, my motivation, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all Big was doing for me, was like, yo, you got it, little bro. Like, and if you see it and you manifest it, you visualize it, you got it. And that's all I was doing. That's why he kind of rewarded me by bringing all that to my world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, and bringing all that to your world, Wonderful World of Caesar Leo was created. Back in 1999. And we're here celebrating the 25th anniversary of this phenomenal CD, or this phenomenal body of work. And like I said before, I listen to it again now, older, and I'm like, okay, you was legit a ladies' man. In so many ways. I mean, from chicken head, girlfriend, this one. I'm like, yo, you articulated in about 50 different ways how you gonna game a chick. I'm like, well, okay.
I was trying to make it fun. Let me tell you something. I was really just trying to make the music fun. But before I did my album, Biggie already set that tone. Okay. If you really think about every time he shouted me out, think about how he shouted me out. Plans to leave, throw the keys to little C's, pull the truck up front. You know, C's know all his hoes go to my door. And they go to his flow to fuck some more. It's already, he was already lining me up for my identity. It's not me. I didn't control none of this. I just kind of just rebounded from it. Like, if he missed the shot, I'm in there, grabbing the rebound. I'm gonna make the basket type of thing. That's what I did. I just followed suit. I was a team player. He was already kind of putting my identity into the world of what he wanted me to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? So Crush on You. All the record I was on fun records. Grab your dicks if you love hip hop. Bitches, rub your titties if you love Big Papa. I know you see me on the video. It was all playful records I didn't want to be on.
Right.
I want to be on Give Me Your Loot. You know, I wasn't like, nah. He like, no, nigga, this is not your, no, you're not set up for this. I want you to be this little pretty little nice guy with a Jan Sport and Tommy Hilfiger on, like a clean haircut. You're going to smile and dance, and all these little high school girls are going to love you. Right. That was his thing for me.
Word.
My first album was supposed to be Puppy Love, not The Wonderful World of Caesar Leo. My first debut album that he was going to write for me was going to be Puppy Love. He's going to have Mace, Jadakiss, and him write my whole album.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Imagine how that would have sounded,
man,
in 1998.
Right.
Bow Wow wouldn't have a chance with me. All these little niggas out here smiling and Mason, everybody was having fun. All that shit was
man.
that was already my thing that he was already doing with me. You know what I mean? So
right. No,
no disrespect none of that. Bow Wow, those are my brothers. Mace, those are my family. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
Like, I'm just
But let's
talking
not
shit,
get
but
it
they know that.
twisted. You got some hitters on your album, man, like Mario Winans, Joe, Carl Thomas, Kelly Price, and Jay-Z.
Hold on, you ain't finished yet. Redman, Total,
Busta Rhymes. I mean,
G-Dep, Busta,
All of them.
112. Like, keep going, nigga. Don't stop be short like that. That's why my shit was. Everybody came through for my album. Shout out to everybody. Kelly Price.
But a lot of these, okay, so a lot of these people weren't like prominent, like they weren't even in their prime yet. So how did this work? Like, did you just have, like, did he just like, yo, bring them all in? Like, how did that work out?
Nah, back then, you know, this is before technology. This is before social media. So it was very direct contact to people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody ain't acting crazy. We ain't tripping. We ain't got nothing to trip about. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody really bonded with you or knew your history, it's just a reach out. You know what I'm saying? And everything was just like on the love. You know what I mean? Because you might need somebody else. Right. Kelly Price got on my album because I did her album. And I didn't charge her, but she still gave me a check. And I gave her back the same check. I was like, I need you for my album. It was like, I'm going to charge you the same thing you charged me. I didn't charge you nothing, but I'm going to give you back the same money. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you do. We was kind of just really just doing that, just bonded with each other. You know, the vibe was great. The atmosphere was just dope at that time. We just lost Big. So I guess people felt like, too, like, you know, I was like that person that like, yo, we want to see him win. We want to see Lil Kim win. We want to see Junior Mafia win. You know, they lost their big dog right now. We want to make sure they good. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like what everybody was doing. You know, The Lock should have been on my album, but they didn't make it. But those my brothers to this day. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it was just the time and how we was working. But everybody that was on that album came, and some of them songs got created when I wasn't even in the studio. I would just leave songs there and they'll go to Daddy's house and record their parts, and I go on there the next day and I hear Busta on the hook. I would hear 112. They did their song in Atlanta and sent the song back. And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit, this shit sound crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like, you know, and thank you to everybody, whoever see the Meta World. Thank you to everybody that contributed to that album, the producers, A&Rs. That's my only project. That's why I never did another one. Because it was hard to get that whole marriage back together. I wanted to have the same producers, the same people that was helping me write, create the atmosphere. Like I wanted the same thing. So,
Yeah, so
I'm doing another one too. I'm definitely doing another one. Wonderful World of Caesar Leo Part 2 is definitely.
Oh, word. Okay. Y'all heard it.
Executive produced by Jadakiss too. Executive produced by Jadakiss now, and that don't mean he's writing it because I'm a writer now too. But he's definitely gonna help me. I will never turn down some Jadakiss bars.
I know that's right.
Yeah, but I'm writing my shit too though. Facts.
Well, I mean, the album peaked at 26 on Billboard 200 and number 3 in top R&B hip hop. So, do you feel it was a success?
I feel like no matter what, as long as somebody acknowledge your album, I'm cool. I don't care what it sold. I had the Source gave my album the number 3 most slept on album of all time. I'm cool. Most slept on shit could mean you went platinum. That means you get another job.
Yeah.
Because if your album was dope, the label might have not took care of your shit the right way or promoted you the right way. But as long as it was dope, you could get signed somewhere else, and they might just have the remedy to take you to another level. But as long as you can make a good album, you always have a job. That's why lyricists and lyric niggas and rappers always have a job, no matter what. They ain't gotta sell records, but as long as you can rap, one record could change your life. So rappers 100%. Will always have a deal. Once you a gimmick and you become entertainment, it's gonna be hard for you to maintain a job. But once you embrace the culture and you actually are an artist and an MC, you will always have a job.
Right.
Plain blank.
Word. So, okay. So in the whole process, I know you've learned things from the beginning to the end of making that album. Like
Yes.
what did you learn about yourself and like the environment of you know what I'm saying, this industry and things like that you didn't know at at the beginning of the album that you learned or gained knowledge from as you finished the album?
I mean, music, like, like, nah, it wasn't nothing to learn. Like, whether I sold records or whether I didn't, I knew I could make an album. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew music. Like, when certain people came to me, or when I asked for certain features, like when Jay-Z came in the studio and recorded for me, when Buster came and recorded for me, when Redman, like, these niggas don't have to do that shit for me. Like, they not doing that shit just because I'm down with B.I. Niggas ain't wasting their time for that and for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, so automatically they was letting me know, like, nah, the record is dope.
Word.
So that was my confidence of just knowing what music is,
Right.
what it's supposed to sound like. I learned, when I did my first album, I learned how to balance music. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, you make the girly records, make the radio records, make the hip hop records, make the hardcore records. Like,
Right.
you don't have to be in one frame. And the way Big placed me, he didn't place me to be in one place. He placed me to be a global artist, a well-rounded artist. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got the Drakes today, and the J. Cole niggas that could just go left and right. You know what I'm saying? They could go anywhere they want to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of dope ass versatile artists out here that could just go anywhere. That's why you love them, because they're not just living in one place. Some rappers, you just want the hard shit from them, or you want the playful shit from them. You want the girly shit, or you want the conscious shit. Like, but imagine a rapper that can do all that.
Facts.
Those are the ones that really advance, that really travel outside their globe, and they go different places because they know how to be universal instead of just being local. You know what I'm saying? So I had that advantage. Big ain't just talk Brooklyn. He talked the world. He didn't just say, he didn't talk like our hood language when he rapped all the time. He actually talked the very just like universal language. What's up? But he'll say what's up in a cool way. He's not gonna say, yo, my guy, what up? Because everybody might not know what my guy is if you're in London. You know what I'm saying? But he knew how to say what's up. I love it when they call me Big Pop. But like, he knew how to make the playful records to make it travel, but it was still like, he didn't sell out. You know what I'm saying? He still kind of like maintained, it was still cool. It was still love, but it was fun too. It made the white people, it made, you know what I'm saying? It made like the commercial, it made the suburbs love it. You know what I'm saying? So,
yes, sir.
That's kind of what I got from that. And that's what I learned with the balance when I did my album. I was just trying to just be a little bit everywhere. Everybody didn't agree with it, but that's, I knew what to do, and I did what I felt like I wanted to do. And I had the opportunity to do it, and I did it.
Love it. Love it. Hey, so this is what we about to do, y'all. We're going to go to a commercial break real quick. And when we come back, we're going to talk to Little C's, and we're going to talk about specifically Frank White, his music band. What is he doing with Frank White and his music band, and how he's expanding what he's doing with himself in regards to music. In addition to that, we're going to dig a little bit deeper. My bad. I'm sorry. We're going to dig a little bit deeper into this man's brain in regards to how he came into the metaverse.
That's right.
And what he plans on accomplishing while he's here. We'll be right back with Ask the Q Speaking Truth with my guy Little C's. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Burden of Proof, and you're watching Ask the Q Speak Your Truth. Hey, we back. Short break. Thank you guys for coming back. I appreciate it. Before we left, we were engaged in conversation about how Little C's formulated his first album. And now we're going to just talk about some things in regards to him making a splash into this metaverse, man. So I already know how it happened. So, but I mean, for those who may not understand how this happened, how did you put Oculus on your face, man?
To my partner, my old accountant, Jen Smash.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Give some love to Jen Smash.
She's
been trying to feed me this shit for like 7 months, I think, or maybe a year. Like, right? Yeah. Like, cause I did the Biggie thing in here in the VR chat. You know, I don't know if nobody familiar with that, but I never saw it.
am.
I watched it on YouTube for my first time, and I thought that's how I actually looked at from what I saw on YouTube. Right, so
Mhm.
I didn't even think nothing of it, not knowing I had a head start 2 years ago when we actually did it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
yes,
Like I was actually
right.
in cahoots and in contact with the people, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Not knowing that, you know, they gave me a check and the state took care of me and then they wanted me to come through for BI. And I was like, without question, you know what I'm saying? But what I see what it is today, I gotta thank Jen for it. You know, she forced it. You know, she forced it on me. I was,
Yo, I'm
and
fucking
like
dead.
she bought
As
the.
she does so many things to people,
Give us
but we
some
got it.
love.
Oh
Like,
my
let me tell you
God.
something. She changed. She really helped me a lot with it. You know what I mean? Because like she told me about it for damn near a year. And right. And once she got to me, and like I was like, okay, cool. She's like, I'm gonna send something to your house. And I was like, yeah, I sent it, you know. Like then one day I got a package to my crib and I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh,
I
she was
called her
serious, right?
and I was like, you sent me a video game? Like, what the fuck is this? This is like the new PS5 or something? What the fuck is this?
Oh my
And she had a rule thing in it telling me how to work it. And she was like, just give it a try now. And
Word.
after like 3 days of her convincing me to do that, I put it on and I ain't taken it off since. You know what I'm
Word.
saying? And that's why I'm sitting here talking to you right now. So thanks to Jen. You know, I think there's a lot of creativity. I think there's a lot of young black entrepreneurs, not just black, just people that's just trying to figure out life and figure out technology. And once I got in here and I've seen people build places like this, same way we all in here right now, right? It's not just me, but all y'all sitting in here in your bedrooms, your couch, your living room, you know, your balconies or your backyards or your patio. We all sitting in here in
Word.
one place together, but we all somewhere separate. And that's what I kind of got from this. And I thought that was the dopest part. And to know some of y'all actually created your own platforms and own places, you know, I felt like that was super creative. And I was just like, damn, like, what the fuck I've been slipping on? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I've been missing out on this. Like, hold on.
Right,
This is where
right.
my folks is at. Like,
Yeah.
you know, becoming entrepreneurs and becoming who they are. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, you know, shout out to everybody that's in here. You know what I mean? Because,
Word.
you know, it might not seem like something, right? But I guarantee you in another year now, this shit is going to be the biggest platform in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So shout out to
Mm.
everybody that's in here, that's creating y'all worlds and making people come to you, making people recognize you and making people want to interact with you and love. So I was just happy to be one of the people that's just like, you know, got a head start to it. And thanks to my fam Jen Smash. You know, if it wasn't for her, I
Right.
wouldn't be in here.
No,
So thank you,
definitely.
Jen.
You're welcome.
I
Thank
love
you,
you like
Jen.
I love you like a bag of weed, runts, cookies, kush, whatever you want to call it, baby. I love you.
All right. So now that you're here, sir, and you've been engaged for about what 7 days, give or take, yeah, about a week.
Yeah, how long, Jen? When you put me on this, I can hear you a little bit. I can't hear you loud, but
Okay, what's the question?
How long he been in here?
Get on it.
What? Damn.
I think like
week.
at least a week now,
A
right?
week, yeah. But
about
like
a
the
week.
first night, this guy, man, I had to tap out at 4:30 in the morning. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, I was on to 8. I was on to 8. When I
Yeah,
take this
he
shit
was-
up, I don't realize I'm in my living room. While I'm on my balcony and shit. I'm like, yo, I be setting up my what's the little stationary thing? I be setting that
The
shit up
Oh
around
boundary,
my
yeah,
yeah.
house.
stationary. The
So
boundaries.
you got to
yeah.
upgrade me. I need the new one. I need to do 3 where I can walk around my crib.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, I need to get upgraded. That's the only thing that's gonna make me feel better right now. I can't be in here lacking.
All right, well, so Jen, don't move. I'm gonna ask both of y'all the question. So now that you're here, my guy, what can we look forward to in regards to Little C's, in regards to what endeavors you plan on creating within this space?
I mean, I'm just trying to create something that's me in here because you could be you in here.
Yes, sir.
And I seen a lot of people that probably couldn't be themselves in the outside world that could be themselves in here.
Yes.
And I just want to do the reverse cycle. I want to come in here and find something that's me. And that world is just mine, the wonderful world of Caesar Leo. I want to create that atmosphere in here, something that's just me. If you want to come in here, I want you to get to know who I am. what I'm about because I might not be able to put that out to the world. The world might not get what I'm trying to present to the world. They
Right.
might not see it because they just might not be on my frequency and on my energy. But in here, I feel like you're open to that in here because you think you're talking to a stranger, but you're just talking to somebody that's just talented and just got they got your rhythm, they got your energy, they know what you're doing, and they might could help you with that. Hey, you want a wonderful world of season, Leo? Here, this how I can look in your head in here, and then you could take what's in your head in here, and you could take it outside, or vice versa.
Right.
And that's something that I've been learning in here. I'm a homebody outside of work, and I work a lot, and I'm very fortunate and blessed to still travel. You know what I'm saying? I got a 7 o'clock in the morning flight to go do a show with Lil Kim tomorrow in Connecticut. So I still
Word.
get to do what I do. But
Yeah.
when I'm not doing that, I get to come home and I get to go into a world of just my world.
Yeah.
But it's also your world. 'Cause when I come in here, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to Jen. I'm talking to Brooklyn Britt. I'm talking to Malika. I'm talking to all these people in here, right? These are all real people. It's not avatars. This is just how I see you.
Yes.
But I feel like how I see you here is how I'm gonna see you in real life.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's a
Yes.
difference, and you got to be tapped into that type of world and that energy to understand it. So you have
Right.
to put this on to understand what I'm saying. So, and my job is just to try to like get people to adapt to this shit because we gonna become old one day, right? And getting old is the
Man.
goal. So nobody don't feel no way about getting old. Getting old is the goal.
Yes. Yes.
Try to live as long as you can live, right? So once you stable in one place, you get to sit there and you can still be outside. You can still be in your world. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm not at shows or when I'm not out of town or when I'm not traveling, I'm still home traveling. I'm here with a bunch of creative motherfuckers that know how to make the world and make vibes and create energies and create financial shit too. There's money in
Yes.
here. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
there
Outside of
is.
all the other shit.
It sure
There's money in
is.
here. So salute to everybody in here and don't let nobody steal you wrong or tell you bugging when they see you with this shit on your face in your house or when you answer your phone, they're like, what the fuck you got on your head? You be like, money on my head. Yeah, this is money on my mind. Okay, you just not hip yet.
Right.
But hopefully you'll get it one day. And you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that's what we gotta pray for. So that's why I'm here. I want to be one of the people on the platform to say, like, I want y'all to go, yo, see the first one in here talking that shit. He was in here fucking with us. He was in here coming to check out our lands and our worlds, and he was seeing what we was doing. And y'all some fucking creative motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to be here to tell y'all that. You know what I mean? If you don't hear it in the outside world, you're gonna hear it from me in this world. So salute to all y'all, especially the woman.
Word.
Especially the woman.
Well, I'm gonna say it right now. Whenever you do get that itch to create that world of Caesar Leo,
oh, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Jen ain't lacking, right, Jen?
You got a variety,
man.
You got a variety of able builders in here that would love to be an assistant to that have phenomenal creativity and phenomenal minds and how to
y'all
put things
some
together.
Creative people, man. I never thought this many people of our culture and color be in the technology like that.
Yeah.
Some of y'all been in here when it started 4 years ago. Some of y'all been in here 2 years ago. Some of y'all only been in here for a year. Some of y'all been in here for 6 months. Some of y'all been in here for 3 months. But y'all here, right? I'm here. So I don't think it stops with me. I think after me, it's gonna travel. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But I love what y'all doing. Like I'm sitting here thinking I'm really doing the interview in real life, but it is real life. It's not like you get what I'm saying? It's not like it's not real life because it's real people sitting here, right? I'm looking at y'all in the avatar world like a cartoon world, but it's real. And come on, man, we actually having a real conversation with people, and I'm not physically in front of y'all, but. And that's the thing we have to take from this. So I definitely love it. And,
crazy, ain't it?
And I love Jen for putting me on to it, man. It took her some while to get me here, but I'm glad she did that. I'm glad she applied the pressure on me to realize it. And it's love, man. It's love. And y'all some really smart, dope motherfuckers, man. If nobody never told y'all that, I fucking love y'all too. Every last one.
All right, so let's change gears real quick. Of course, you said you got a flight you got to catch and do a show with Little Kim and things like that. So that tells me you're still out there, you know what I'm saying, doing your music thing in real life and things like that. And you also said that World of Caesarea Part 2 is coming sooner than later.
Yeah.
So you have a band, Frank White. One, if you want to elaborate on the band, and two, why did you pick that particular name?
Well, firsthand, it's not my band.
Okay.
They already been a band that's been going around and doing shows and representing Biggie. And at the same time, I recognized them. It was somebody from the state that recognized them at the same time. They was from the Brooklyn Bowl. And once they got the cosign and the love from the estate, you know, I was like, okay, y'all cool with this shit? Because I'm definitely cool. I love what they was doing.
Yeah.
And we kind of just like gelled and, together. So we travel the world and, it's a band that just represent Biggie. Like you go out there, you get to hear Biggie's spirit just through instruments and through band. And, I come out there and, add some Junior Mafia flavor. We've been doing that. And, they helped me celebrate my 25th anniversary. Shout out to the whole Frank White Experience band. And we kind of just been running with it, but they're a dope ass band and they go around they just a part of the family to keep the Biggie legacy alive, man. You gotta understand, we don't play with Biggie. Let me tell y'all something. Anybody in here, we don't play when it comes to him because he pushed the energy for us.
Yeah.
And the engine for us. So that's the only way we can repay him back is to make sure nobody don't forget him. I don't care what generation you in. You're going to remember my nigga. We going to yell his name all day, whether it's through his kids, through the mafia, through the industry, through the band, through his mother. Nah, that's what we do because what he did for us, man, he changed a lot of people's lives. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we owe him that. You know what I'm saying? So, the Frank White band is just an extension to the family. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about Big got one of the biggest families, like, outside of just the mafia, everything from Bad Boy represents him total, Mace, the Locks, Mac, Black Rob, G Dep, and then you gotta go outside of that to Faith, and you go outside of that to Hove, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all these different things, but we all come together for him because that's just what that's just what he was. Like, outside of music, he outlived his music. He outlived what he was. You know,
in so many ways. In so many ways. And if I can just elaborate on that real quick, my guy, I don't really understand. Y'all get it. How, when I needed motivation, I listened to Juicy. When I wanted to whoop a motherfucker ass, I listened to What's Beef. When I needed extra motivation, I listened to Sky's the Limit. Like everything set a mood and a tempo for my life. That's how instrumental this man was in not just the music industry, but in molding my life and giving me a purpose in certain regards to what I wanted to do with it. You get what I'm saying? And motivating me enough to know that, okay, you don't have to settle for what the world is giving you. You know what I'm saying? You can surpass what this world has in store for you and create something better for yourself. Like I watched this. I watched it and like his music just transcended to everything that I was going through. And it made me a believer in myself in watching him and Junior Mafia and everybody do what they were doing. It gave me a belief that I was saying, okay, I can get out of New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I can, you know what I'm saying, go to Georgia and make it better for myself. I'm watching this man do it, or I'm watching this guy do it. So when you say these things, like, it's facts. Because I lived through it, man. Like I literally lived through it. For real.
And let me just say something, not just him, right? Because I like to give flowers and give props, right?
Word.
Outside of Big, it's Tupac too, it's Big Pun.
Yeah.
It's Freaky Todd, it's Easy E. Like we lost a lot.
Yes.
But outside of the ones we lost, like those Scarface, you got Outkast, you got Goody Mob, all these people, when music started to travel, it became a little different. We got a chance to see how other cities other states, how they live, how they view, how they see. And other cities kind of just kept birthing, right? It's kept birthing new talent, new talent, new talent, new talent, new talent. From NWA, it's the game, it's Kendrick. Like, think about how it just transformed, you know what I mean? From Scarface, it was Lil Flip, it was, it's all these different artists, Zero, I could go on. I'm a music head. I could just sit here and keep thinking of people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about Atlanta. Like, it was just, when I thought about Atlanta in 1994, it was just Outkast and Dungeon Family and Goody Mob. But now you look at it now, it's Youngbloods, it's Amigos, it's all this different genres of music. When you thought about Philly, you thought about just Schoolie D. Now you got Beanie. Now from Beanie and State Property, it went from Meek Mills. It's been traveling from Missy Elliott to the Clips in Virginia. Like, just think about how far music has traveled. Like, the way we traveling right now, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's right. This is the world. So I'm just not, I don't want to just speak on it on a Biggie thing. It's just it's a music thing, and how important music is to our culture and to our world. It got us here in technology right now. Not just Biggie, but just music alone.
Yes, it did.
It got us in the meta world right now. We're here.
Yeah.
One of the first shows was a Biggie show on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I was already in here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, my boy's still making moves 25 years later from up top. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a great thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a great thing. You know what I mean? That's why I'm like, I feel good to say I'm inspired by everything I see in here, everything I've been seeing in the meta world. Like, it's special, man. It's special.
Miss Malik, what's going on, ma'am? How you doing?
Hi, what's going on?
Cooling.
Little C's.
What's up,
I'm
love?
so glad I came in here tonight and got to hear you speak. I missed your last couple of shows. I'm trying to prepare. I'm going on a cruise tomorrow. So I was
you about to go have fun.
Get my shit together.
You got that drink package? You about to go in there, boy. I've been on like 5 cruises. I know what that pass. Yeah, you gonna hop off them boats and go on a little island for 8 hours and go have fun.
I'm taking too much shit, but But anyway,
you ain't gonna wear none of that shit.
It was such a pleasure to hear you sit here and listen to you talk. Like, I'm sitting here like, damn, we could have been friends around that time, because Biggie seemed like a real cool person. Seriously, because I'm 53, so I'm a little older. When you say, I consider him one of the best as well, because I'm a lyrical person. I grew up in Bronx River, where hip hop was in my, outside of the
that's where it was invented at.
Center,
you
know what I mean? The Zulu Nation and all of that. So,
Talk your shit. You can say that.
To see hip hop evolve is just crazy to me. By the time y'all came, y'all brought such a flavor to hip hop. I love hip hop with melody. I can't even listen to some of the trap beats. That shit get on my nerves. I need to hear some type of horn, somebody humming, something like that. That flavor. And when some other people from other states, they do their thing, and I do have some favorites, but it's not in like a New York sound. It's like I'm so glad I grew up where I did. That's all I can say, really.
Yeah, nah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Listening to you talk, like, you were raised by some real good people. Like, you have some real old school loyal friendships, and that's really hard to come by nowadays, because there's so much mistrust going on and people stabbing each other in the back and shit. It's like, that's how we did it back in the days. Unfortunately, not everybody can take our type of love, because now a lot of these people are being raised on survival, and they don't know how to accept when somebody's being nice to them. They think they're suspect or some shit like that. But it's good to know that there's people like you, in this world, that's here to want to turn around and help the ones that are coming up behind you. That's important. You can't save everybody, but if you could get to one, that's what matters. And I'm glad that you were his one, so
no doubt.
Yeah,
no, definitely,
that was definitely a blessing. But
he definitely changed minds for me. So I love
But
that.
I'll be seeing you around because Jen is my girl. We've been knowing each other for like a little over a year. We done met in real life, and I done spent my birthday with her and Juneteenth and all that good shit. So yeah, you'll definitely be seeing more of me. But it was nice
no doubt.
meeting you.
I love that energy, Lux. I thank you so. I mean, no, that ain't Lux. I saw something in front of her, but yeah, Malika, I appreciate you for that love. And I like your hair doing there. I think you look like that in real life. See? I like that. And that's one thing. So anybody in here, right? If you do hit me on Instagram, right? It's very weird to talk to people in Avatar, right? Because once you go on my page, you're gonna see real pictures of me. I run my own Instagram, so I would like to see just a real picture. Anybody I talk to in here, y'all gotta understand with me. It's a little, it's a little. So when I talk to somebody, have a deep one or just a conversation and just some interaction, I want to make sure I want to see who I'm talking to. So just a little, just a little heads up, type of shit.
Meta Clean Root, what up, baby?
What's up?
Come on the box,
That's my partner right there, man. I fuck with Meta, man. That's my dog.
Yeah.
See, Meta got dreads, man, but I saw a picture of him. He looked like Mos Def.
Don't he?
Yeah, he don't even look like how he looking. See, that's why I like. Oh nah, you got. Fix that. That's my guy right there.
There's a story behind that. So when I was 25 in the industry creating, I used to have dreads. So when I came into the space and tapped into my creativity again, I recreated my 25-year-old self. That's why I have dreads.
I feel you on that. I ain't even mad at that. Yeah, you went back.
Word.
Yeah, I went back. And now people just know me like this, so I'm not going to change it.
That's right. You ain't doing nothing wrong, Meta.
Man, I got a question, man, outside of the music. So, so listen, man, one of the lines from Big is the original Unbelievable, live from Bedford-Stuyvesant, the livest one, representing BK to the fullest. Like, I grew up in the Bronx, went to school down south, but moved back to Brooklyn. And man, I tell you, man, there is, as much as I love the BX, there is something about Brooklyn that makes you claim it from like almost immediately. Like growing up in Brooklyn, like what do you think that secret sauce is in Brooklyn? Because back in the day, in the 80s, the Bronx and Brooklyn didn't meet anywhere. If we met, it was going to be on a train, and it was usually going to be problems, or we'd probably hang out in the city and go to clubs. Like we didn't really intermingle a whole lot up until like a little later on. But what do you think it is about Brooklyn that makes people just claim it instantly?
That's the Brooklyn way. It's big.
We spread love. We don't be tripping.
Period.
What Big says, spread love is the Brooklyn way. We don't. We so comfortable in our element. Like we not Harlem. We not super fly. We not getting fly. Half our hair is braided, half is blown out. Like we fatigued. We ain't got no strings in our Timbs. We ain't got no strings in our Champion hoodies. We don't give a fuck. Basically, like it's really just that's us. Yeah, right, but whenever you're around us, it's love. We gonna embrace you. We don't care where you from. We want to learn you. See, that's the thing about Brooklyn niggas. Like you from where? Come over here, come fuck with us. You ain't gotta worry about us lining you up in the hallway or lining you up on the block. We don't do corny shit like that. We are very just like we're opportunists. You know what? If I can fuck with you, I'm gonna fuck with you. And I got you, and I'm gonna stand on that too, because I gotta walk outside every day. So if I promise you something, or I tell you I'm fucking with you a certain way, that's how I'm on it, because my reputation and who I'm about is everything once I step outside. That's why Brooklyn niggas can go anywhere in the world. I be doing the show in the middle of fucking Zamunda. It's a nigga in the crowd, Brooklyn.
Yep, Brooklyn. Yep, everywhere you go, absolutely.
Everywhere you go, he don't care. You know why? Because he 10 toes on his.
Yeah,
he's showing the fuck out.
But you know why he did that? Because he's gonna be the one that's gonna come bring you bud. He gonna come bring you the ratchet. He gonna come bring you some protection. He'll come get you some girls. He gonna come hang out with you all night. Make sure till you fall asleep. Yo, bro, you good? I'll come back in the morning and take you for breakfast, man. Make sure you good. He gonna take you to the airport because we want the same thing in return.
Right.
So it might feel like we're opportunists, but we just want the same thing we give you. If I give you love, give me the same thing, bro. You came to my town. I made sure you was good. When I come to you, you make sure I'm good. So that's just that's I think is a mentality that's just come from Brooklyn, but it comes from New York in general. I'm not saying here
Yeah.
saying we don't even want to do that. You know,
Absolutely.
people from Queens do it. You know what I'm saying? Bronx. It's not nothing different, but I'm just saying, like, you know, we have a borough thing back home. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm from Harlem. Yeah, I'm from the Bronx. I'm from Queens, get the money. Yeah, but Brooklyn ran never will, nigga. We from the town, and that's how we gonna always be. You know what I'm saying? But New York is just New York. But outside of that, that's just. You know, that's the mentality kind of like everywhere, especially now. You get to see other places through music. You get to see how Chicago do it, you know, with the drill. You get to see Atlanta, how they dance and how they, you know, with the catchy music. You get to see St. Louis, how they got they slang and they lingo and the way LA and the Bay dance, and, you know, the way they vibe. Like, you get to see the whole world, but, you know, Brooklyn is just different. How about that? And I'm very stand up to that. You know what I'm saying? We spread love is the Brooklyn way. That's what Big said, right? We spread love. We
Absolutely.
we ain't tripping, but that's love.
Well, listen, man. First of all, we just appreciate you having here, man, and we just appreciate that you enjoy the space like we enjoy it, man. So much respect to you, bro.
No doubt, man. You know I appreciate you, man. That's one of the guys that been taking me all around the meta world with Jen, man. I appreciate that guy. Man. He been showing me some shit in here. He the one that make me actually put on these fucking
that man wears a lot of hats in this space, man, and been doing it since day one. For real.
Yeah, him and what's the other one? Smash? Afro? Bro,
Afro. Yeah.
I fuck with her.
Shout out your Afro. Shout out little Afro.
Yeah, word up. That's why we calling her Word Up. That's her nickname for me. I'm like, word up, word up at. Because that's all she'd be like, yo, word, what up?
Okay, so one more question before I get you out of there, because I know you about to catch flights and all this other stuff. And speaking on Biggie lyrics and things like that, and especially because Junior Mafia was already established. What's Beef? The intro to What's Beef, when Biggie goes, the Commission, Uncle Paulie, P. Diddy, Cesar Leo, De Janeiro, Charlie Baltimore, Iceberg Slim, the Most Shady, Frankie Baby. Who the hell are those people?
That's the Commission. That was actually the group he was creating. So Uncle Paulie was Lance Rivera. That's the one that shot all our videos. That was his partner with signing us as a group. You know what I mean? Lance Rivera shot P. He did Players Anthem. He did Crush on You. He did Get Money. He did I Need You Tonight. He did No Time. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
He was a guy from the neighborhood that Big collab with to get us a deal. So that's Uncle Paulie. Then you got the Most Shady Frankie Baby, which is Frank White. That's Biggie. That was his other alias name. And Cesar Leo De Janeiro. That was me. You know what I'm saying? I was part of the Commission.
Okay.
Bow. And then he was dating Charlie Baltimore at that time, and he wanted to get her out there as a lyricist. So that was Charlie Baltimore. And then you had Iceberg Slim. That was Jay-Z.
Wow.
So that was going to be his collaboration, like album to kind of do with Hove, but he was going to just add the little pieces to that, not to just make it a him and Hove thing, but just like it was an idea that he was thinking about with Hove, and Hove was with the idea. So that's what the Commission was. It was really going to be that Jay-Z and Biggie collaboration. And I've been hearing a lot of rumors. I've seen people put stuff on the internet and all that. And, all these people saying there's songs out there about that. They never recorded no songs for this project. So there's no songs. There's no records out there dissing people, or it's nothing. We never got a chance to do no songs, but that was when he put that on What's Beef, that was the idea. That's why he said in the very beginning, the Commission, and he said every last person that was in it. And
man, I used to recite that shit verbatim in school, man. I was like, who are these people?
He was trying to get it together, man.
And now I got it.
He was really just thinking about he was just trying to elevate me. He was just trying to put out music and just create situations and opportunities, man. That's why he was so special.
He was
that's why I go so hard for him too, boys. I really robbed him like that because I was actually there since a kid, you know what I'm saying, to watch what he was doing. And I seen the work, the blood, sweat, and tears he was putting in, not just for him, but, for others. He was, he took out time outside of writing songs for him. He's writing songs for me. So, one day he's writing songs for him, and the next day we're in the studio, he's writing songs for me. The next day he's writing songs for Puff, and the next day he's writing songs for Kim. He just in there just like, and he's not even 25 years old, man. You know, so I
Mm.
don't think, you know, I don't think people really give my man, you know, my boy, the props like that. So I'm
Unless
here
you're
for that, and I don't want nobody ever forget that type of shit. Like, my boy was way ahead of his time, and
way ahead.
when his generation want to try to doubt him, that's why he's number one to us, and he will always be that. Like, nigga, nobody could fuck with him lyrically. He was the most balanced rapper ever. Flow, lyrically, storytelling, rhythm. However you want to count it, he covered every point. You tell me any rapper that was covering every ground that he was covering. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nah, nigga, he was doing that then. If he was here right now, a lot of motherfuckers wouldn't be doing what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? That today.
I mean, unless you in the unless you were in the music industry, you don't understand. Like, yo, it ain't easy just to write a song, man. Like, it's not easy. And then to write a hit at that, that's going to translate.
And then to write another one. And then to write another one. Then to write another one. Then to write another one. Like, yeah, it's easy to write one. You might just get lucky one day. You might have just been cool. You might have been high as fuck, and one of your homeboys in there might have been cool with you in there and gave you some ideas. But imagine how you got to keep writing those records.
Right.
Imagine how hard it is for Kendrick, how hard it is for Drake, how hard it is for, you know, any rapper out here, like to really like to keep countering, to maintain where you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's black. So, you know, it's so many different artists out here you could think about, but it's hard to still maintain relevancy in this industry today. And but you know what it is? You just gotta make good music, no matter what it is. It's not a type of genre of music. Just make some music that just got some content, got some rhythm. And people gonna fuck with you. You know, we got the choice to fuck what we want to. Radio don't work for us no more. We work for radio. You know, we don't make songs for radio no more. You make songs for TikTok now and YouTube and Instagram. And once your shit go viral, what the radio gonna do? The radio gotta come to you and give you some money. Before we used to have to knock down people's doors at the radio just to play our song. Nowadays, you like, what? When the last you ever saw Drake do an interview or fucking J. Cole do an interview? When the last time you ever see these people do a real interview on a radio station, not podcast shows, not Drink Champs and not that. But do you see rappers actually doing interviews outside of like Power 105 with See the God and Envy and them doing? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. But outside of that, what other station you see doing that? Shout out to Big Boy too in LA. Like, you know what I mean? That because you know what? They got the respect from their peers already. So a lot of us rappers will come through for them and do that for them because we know how they've been grinding for all these years and the platform they set. You know, Rock Daniels could hit you right now from Video Music Box. We all gonna pull up for him. You know what I'm saying? Because he created something that's like it might not get the props they get today, but and that's something we got to start doing. So people like when you know somebody really paved the way for you or just inspired you in some way. Same way I'm sitting in here with y'all. Because I was inspired from when Jen put me in here. I was inspired without knowing near one of you motherfuckers in here. But I do. Every last one of you motherfuckers in here got a story to tell, and y'all smart as shit, and y'all creating shit, and y'all mind is like on fucking Pluto. And I want to get to know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we got to start doing that more, just embracing each other and loving each other. And that's what the meta world brings. Like, everybody Jen introduced me to us, like, it's just not, it's been nothing but, you know, just love. You know what I'm saying? Every time we do interviews, I get there and I hear everybody else's story and everybody else's platform. So, you know, that's all I'm here for, y'all. You know, not to talk too much, but that's what I'm here for.
Nah, you good, man. You good.
You know
man. See, sir, man, thank you. I really appreciate you coming through, man, and spending some time with us and sharing some of these stories.
No doubt.
That a lot of people don't get to hear, you know what I'm saying, through TV or documentaries and things like that. To come and just hear from the source, to me, it meant a lot. I actually got to put a lot of puzzle pieces together that I had separate for a very, very long time.
Yeah, I hung out at your crib, man.
Right.
Jim, we had a spot one time, and we was like, "Yo, nigga, stop asking me these questions. We gotta save something for the show." Like, I was in your world and
I
shit.
I could have did the whole show at this crib. I tell you, I had so many questions. I was so amped up. I said, "Oh man,
yeah," but that was fun though. You know, you already know what you could do now. You know why? Because we already got a head start. You know, it was already a vibe. It was already the trust. It was already the love. And Let me tell y'all something, man. Don't let nobody discourage y'all, man. Don't let nobody come into your house telling you what the fuck you doing with that shit on your face. Tell them you're about to be a fucking millionaire off this shit. Like, don't let nobody discourage you with that shit, because sometimes niggas might come in your crib and see you with this shit on every day. They're like, what the fuck you doing, motherfucker? Like, you know what? And not knowing, like, you like, yo, nigga, I'm building everything I manifest into this shit right here. My house, my bank account, my crib, my establishment, my employees, my workers, my partners. Like, it's weird because people do that to me. I be answering my phone on FaceTime. They be like, yo, what's that shit? Oh, you in that meta shit again? I'm like, yeah, nigga, call me back. I be banging on niggas on the phone. Like, I'll call you back, nigga. I know, I'm not bugging. But you know what? Eventually they're gonna be like, I just gotta get them in front of me and go, yo, put this on real quick and look at this shit.
Yeah.
Come and see what I see. You don't see it, so I had to put this on. So if Jen wouldn't have sent me this, I would have been doing the same thing my friends are doing, you know what I'm saying? So I just gotta just like put it on them and go, yo, pause. I ain't like how that sounded because I didn't know what I'm talking about, right? But you guys put this thing on your face and just go, yo. And just like go in here and you will see what I see and you're gonna see what's here. It's a lot of love and there's a lot of talent in this motherfucker, man. Don't let nobody discourage y'all from this shit. Like, listen, y'all on to something. So, yeah, let the motherfuckers crack jokes about this shit. This little shit on your face, it's gonna fucking change your whole fucking life and, generation life. So keep on with that shit.
Facts. See, man,
with that motherfucker, man.
Sir, I had a blast, man. I've had a blast. I appreciate the conversation. I really, really do. Shout out to Jen Smash again, man. I thank you, man. I appreciate you thinking of me to create this situation, and hopefully I did good on my part, and it was everything that everybody hoped it was going to be. Everybody that came in attendance, I want to say thank you guys for showing love and showing support. Shout out to Lux Vision Studios. Before we get out of here, Miss Devon, come here, man. Yes, ma'am. Come here, Miss
Devon with the curls.
Yes, ma'am. So, Miss Devon,
I told you I think y'all look like y'all avatars. So
right.
It's the only way I'm gonna see y'all in life. I'm gonna think y'all look like this.
So, Miss Devon, I want to say personally, from Leo to Leo, happy belated birthday, ma'am. And I hope it was everything that you wished it to be. And we got another 365 days to figure out. Yeah. So
and
when was your birthday? Hold on.
On the 28th on Sunday.
You did tell me that. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, man.
My nephew's birthday is today too. One of my nephew's birthday is today.
Word.
And I'm August 20th, and Biggie daughter's August 10th. It's Leo season.
And I'm August 21st. Season. Yeah, so we
Leo,
out here.
That's right, brother.
In the field.
We out here. So thank you guys, man, for making this a phenomenal show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I hit the mark in regard to asking questions that you guys had thoughts of and wanted to probably ask yourself. Shout out to my man Meta Clean up there, CJ, everybody that came, Island, Brooklyn,
CJ, Meta,
Catch, Cosmic Energy High, Necessary, Baby Ange, Jordan, Twin, all of you guys, Miss Malik. Hey, I appreciate you guys for coming through. It's another show, man. After Q, Speak Your Truth. I see y'all next Wednesday, man. After Q, Speak Your Truth.
Love, man. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all.
Word. Hey, what it is, man? It's your boy Burden of Proof. I hope you guys are enjoying the episodes and all the shows to come. Hey, real quick, got a surprise for you guys. If you guys want to help out, feel free to. I got my own nonprofit called Good to Great. GOOD, 2, Great _fitness. You want to donate? Feel free to. Check the IG page whenever you get the time. I appreciate the donations. Look forward to greater shows. Later.